Welcome students, welcome to the classes of B.Pharma third semester. This is Rohit Kumar Trivedi. I will be teaching pharmaceutical engineering. Okay, you can reach to me using my YouTube channel and my Facebook page. Okay, do subscribe my channel for more pharmacy educational videos. Okay, today's tutorial or today's lecture, we will be discussing the ball mill. Okay, basically it is a principal instrument or equipment for the process of size reduction. Okay, let's discuss what is a ball mill, what are the principal working advantages, disadvantages, and the uses of the ball mill. Okay, now let's start with the general introduction. The very first thing that we will be studying, that is the principle. Okay, the ball mill, here you can see in this structure. Okay, you might be identifying what exactly the structure of a ball mill is. So basically the very first thing that we will study, that is the principle. Okay, the ball mill works on the principle of impact and attrition. Okay, we have already discussed what is the impact and attrition. You can go through my previous videos about knowing what is impact and what is attrition. Okay, so you are required to remember the very first thing, that is the principle. The principle of the ball mill is impact and attrition both. The ball mill works on the principle of impact and attrition both. Okay, now here in this structure you can easily identify it is a hollow cylindrical structure generally made up of heavy or very strong material. Okay, metal generally. Okay, and in ball mills generally we use some metal balls. These balls are also called as pebbles. Okay, that is why sometimes this mill is also called as pebble mill and the tumbling mill. Okay, if in examination there is a question what is a pebble mill, so definitely you will be writing about the ball mill only. Okay, ball mill, pebble mill, and tumbling mill, these are the synonyms of for the ball mill only. Okay, now it is a hollow cylindrical structure. Basically, this metal structure have a empty space within it in which we fill our material that we are going to reduce in size, in particle size, and our balls or pebbles with it. Okay. In next slide, we will be discussing. And this cylinder is mounted on the horizontal metallic frame, and this cylinder is generally attached to a electric motor. Basically, the electric motor or the role of the electric motor is to rotate this hollow cylinder, due to which the process of size reduction will be initiated. Okay. Now, next, let's move further. The basic construction of the ball mills, we can see. Okay, here this is a millet. I have given few structures here. You can easily identify what exactly inside the ball mill is. Okay, it is a metallic cylinder in which balls or the pebbles are filled with the material that we are going to reduce in size. Okay, in particle size. And the balls that we are going to use in a ball mill or in a pebble mill may vary in size. We will be using different sizes of the balls. Basically, we generally use the material and the ball that total occupies almost 30 to 50% of the total volume of the ball mill. Okay, so basically there should be an empty space for the movement of the material that we have inserted into the ball mill. Okay, next is the large balls that we are going to use inside the ball mill. Basically, what those larger balls do, they reduce the coarse material into smaller sizes. And the small balls, if we are using inside the ball mill, what happens? The smaller balls, what they do, they occupy the void space between the smaller particles and again convert those smaller particles into very fine material. Okay, due to which we obtain ultimately a very fine material by processing a material using a ball mill for the process of size reduction. Okay, now let's move further. The working and the effect of speed on the efficiency of a ball mill. It is a very important thing. In every question paper, there will be a question how we can increase or enhance the efficiency of the ball mill. Okay, there is only the main thing that controls the efficiency of a ball mill is the speed of that ball mill. Okay, we'll be discussing that thing in a later part. So basically the working. Okay, it is a hollow cylinder in which we have filled our material and with the balls. Okay, now what we do, now let's discuss the effect of speed. Basically, in very first example, what we are doing, we are rotating this cylinder on a low speed. Okay, what will happen? The material will not have that impact kind of principle, due to which the ball will not be able to reduce the particle size. And in the next step, what if we increase the speed of the ball mill at a very high speed? What will happen? Due to the centrifugal forces, the height or the material that have the higher weight, that will adhere on the inner surface of the ball mill, and there will be no movement in the material and the balls, due to which the mill will not be able to reduce the particle size very efficiently. Okay, the higher speed is not suitable and the low speed is not suitable. Now, moving to correct speed or the optimum speed, we can say. Okay, in the optimum speed, you can see here the balls are moving up to a certain height and falling down. Okay, the falling down is very important as far as the process of size reduction is concerned. What happens? The impact principle and the impact will take place if these balls will fall from a certain height on the material. Okay, that we are going to reduce in size in the ball mill. Okay, and this process will continue for 1 hour, we can say for 15 minutes, and we can decide the time as per our requirement. Okay, and the proper size reduction will occur on the optimum speed or the correct speed. So it is very important for us to identify what is the correct or the optimum speed for having the or for increasing the efficiency of a ball mill for the process of size reduction. Okay, the low speed is not suitable, very high speed is not suitable. We are required to identify a state that is between these two speeds, the low speed and the high speed. Okay, there will be optimum speed or the correct speed that will be responsible for the optimum size reduction. Okay, now let's move further. Let's discuss the merits and demerits of a ball mill. Okay, now very first thing, the merits. The very important is the minimum loss of material. As we have already seen, or we can see in this structure, it is a closed chamber. Okay, there is no possibility due to which the material may come or may fall outside of the ball mill. Means there will be a very low or no material loss during the process of size reduction in a ball mill. Now, next point, the wet and dry grinding is possible. Okay, if the material is wet or even it is dry, we can reduce the particle size of both kind of materials by using the ball mill. Next is installation, dismantle and cleaning is very easy. ठीक है, we can easily set up our ball mill, dismantle if we want to take this ball mill to the other places, we can easily take that ball mill from that space to the other spaces, and the cleaning is very easy. Okay, we will just open the chamber and clean our ball mill, and it will be ready for using for the another process of size reduction. Okay, this mill is very easy for the maintenance, and one more thing, the maintenance cost is very low, due to which this mill is used extensively in the process of size reduction in the pharmaceutical industry. Okay, now sterility can be obtained. Okay, sterility, basically there will be no very less chances of or no chances of the microbial contamination in the ball mill. As we have already discussed, the ball mill is a closed chamber. Okay, so there will be no or very less chances that external microbial organisms may encounter the material or may contaminate it. Okay, so the sterility can be maintained in a ball mill during the process of size reduction. This is another important advantage or merit of the ball mill. And the last, installation, operation or labor cost is very low. Okay, so the processing cost of the material, obviously it will be reduced. Okay, now let's discuss the merits. The mill is very large in size. That is a very important demerit of the ball mill, we can say. Okay, the larger machines will occupy larger space. Okay, and if we want to take that mill from one place to another, we will definitely feel some difficulty. Okay, next is strong vibration is observed during the process of size reduction. As this machine is very large in size, the larger quantity of the material will be processing in the ball mill. Okay, larger energy requirements will be there. Okay, due to which when the process of size reduction will be increased, during the movement of the cylinder, there will be a lot of vibration, due to which the personals or the workers that are working in a pharmaceutical industry may get disturbed due to the vibrations of the machines. Okay. Next, demerit is the soft and fibrous materials cannot be processed in the ball mill. Okay, the fibrous materials and the soft materials cannot be processed in the ball mill. It is another disadvantage of the ball mill, and it is a very slow process. Okay, when we are going to use the ball mill for the process of size reduction, it takes longer time than usual. Okay, so what happens, the costing and the time duration taken by the machine, that ultimately leads to the increased material cost, processing cost, and ultimately it will be a burden for the ultimate consumer or the patient. Okay, that you are using the pharmaceutical formulation that is being processed by using the ball mill. Okay, so these were the merits and demerits of the ball mill. Hope you enjoyed this video, this lecture. This was all about ball mill. Now, if you have any question, any query in your mind, you can definitely comment in the comment box. I will try to answer your comments very instantly. And if you want to have the PowerPoint presentation of this ball mill topic, you can mail me. I will be forwarding the PPT of this topic to you using my personal email ID. Okay, so you can definitely comment in the comment box. And ultimately, this is Rohit Kumar Trivedi, Assistant Professor Pharmaceutics in the Shivalik College of Pharmacy, Dehradun. You can follow me on YouTube, on my Facebook page as well, for more educational pharmacy or the pharmaceutics video lectures. Okay, till next video, bye bye and happy learning.